Hi, my name is Dr. Graham Hill. I'm a consultant perinatal psychiatrist working with the South West Yorkshire Partnership Perinatal Mental Health Team. This is a little video to help you understand what we call intrusive thoughts. Now, these tend to start somewhere around 2 to 3 weeks after having a baby. They can start earlier in pregnancy and men get them too. But let's just think about a lady who's experiencing these. And they just seem to come on out of the blue, out of nowhere, and they're often some of the most distressing mental health experiences anyone will ever have. And they tend to take a form of very distressing, intrusive thoughts, feelings, often pictures that people jump into the head that are not wanted. They're definitely not wanted. People hate them being there. They try and push them out of their head, but the more you try and push these thoughts out of your head, the stronger they seem to jump back in again. And often the pictures that form in your head are terrible. It's often something awful happening to baby, often at your own hand, such as I'll see myself, I'll drop the baby, I'll fall down the stairs with the baby, I'll fall on top of the baby. Something that's awful, some terrible fate will befall baby, and it'll be at your hands and you feel awful. And the amount of shame that people experience with these thoughts is terrible, and the guilt that people feel. And put on this facade in front of everyone saying, "Oh, how are you doing?" and "I'm doing fine," and inside people scream. And the effect that these have on people are terrible. They just think, "I'm going to harm a baby. I feel scared of going near my baby because I'm a danger to the baby. I might as well run away." And the thought that if you can see a thought in your head or think it, it's natural to understand that I must be capable of doing it. So therefore, social services do need to come and take my baby away. It's bad enough having someone like me involved in your care as it is. If you tell me you're having thoughts of hurting your baby, you're absolutely convinced that I'm going to call social services and take the baby away. The good news is actually we don't, because we see these as actually being quite safe thoughts. Because there's never been any recorded incident of a mum having these kind of thoughts and going on to harm a baby. If anything, mum tends to be quite overprotective to the baby. And I think about 50% of the people that we see in our service experience these, yet no one has any idea how common they are. So, next thing is to try and understand, well, why do we get these thoughts, these terrible experiences? And I think to try and understand that, we have to go back into our caveman brain, going back a few generations to when we were living in caves, and there were wolves and bears outside that cave window who might come in and snatch our baby away. So we had to have instincts that protected our baby, and those instincts are still with us now. Now, going back to that bear or that wolf, what nature does is it throws this picture into your head of something awful could happen to baby. But if I could do something harmful to baby, imagine what the world out there could do to your baby. So actually, these are all built in mechanisms to actually make us protective to our baby. So they're okay, that you're keeping your baby safe. Now, another way that in more day-to-day times we might experience a similar thought is actually when we get a song stuck in our head. Now, most of us have had that experience where we start humming a song and it just gets stuck in our head, and the more we hum it, the louder it gets. Now, it's the same part of the brain that sings the tune in our head that throws these awful pictures into our head. And like when you sing a song, the song gets louder in your head. The more you think about these thoughts, the stronger they get in your head. So actually, the way to try and help these go is the same way that you get rid of a song that's stuck in your head. So have a think about how you personally get rid of a song stuck in your head. And you might actually find that the same techniques help you get rid of these thoughts. In general, anything that helps your general stress levels come down will help these thoughts start to reduce. And just knowing that actually they're safe thoughts is helpful. That's part of that stress reduction. But relaxation exercises, breathing techniques, alternative therapies, aromatherapy, all of these will help you feel better. Lots of the treatments that we do in our team will also help. Anything that can help you feel that your bond is better with your baby, or helping you improve your own confidence, all those things will help. And interestingly, medication can be fantastically effective really, really quickly with these awful thoughts. And we tend to use medicines that are called antidepressants, but they often work in OCD. And often what we find is when people get these intrusive thoughts, they have lots of kind of OCD experiences, like checking the doors locked or checking the gas taps are switched off. And again, that makes you think back to the bear. It's about danger that can come into your head, and it's about safety. So actually these thoughts, apart, you've heard that man's a hunter-gatherer. These thoughts are more to do with the gathering bit of our caveman brain, and they're built into us, and they're instincts, they're not thoughts. And don't try and analyse instincts, because they're there for a reason. And actually they're there to keep your baby safe. So if anything, if you're getting these experiences, take a deep breath. It's absolutely okay. And actually it's all a sign that nature's working. If anything, just that nature's working too well. And nature working too well is never a bad thing. Okay, so keep well. Remember that babies do best with well mums. Thanks for listening in, and look after yourself. Bye bye now.